Grandma and Grandpa would have been thrilled to death, said knowing what you guys have been through and done in their honor. Name, you carry the Eames name, you carry the Aldridge name, and you're passing the Audie names, Leffridge. You're passing this stuff down for generation to generation to generation. And that's why one of these days you're going to drive by and you're
Merry Christmas.
Sure, I have a memory. Every time you hit a nail, a fired fly. That's it.
Is when they're wanted us to clean, and that'd be it, and let him do all the other stuff, basically.
On his head. Yeah. There was nothing drawn.
That's weird because that's the way Don does.
You got Tita.
Well, my biggest memory is the kids griping about moving a few pews.
Every time you move one, you had to move it again.
How many times?
Not that many.
Just a few.
Every day going up there and praying and asking God for help, and He provided. And the memories, I just can't thank God enough for all He did.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
Hannah, what's your memory?
I guess I have two. Like the first one is like kind of the adventure of the books, because I mean a lot of us like books. There's a lot of books in the chapel, and I think the problem I had kind of at the beginning is like, oh, we'll get it set up and then it'll just stay how it is. And I don't know how many times we've like been taken off the shelf or like sorted or like put back or like taken off again. So I'm probably realizing it's like, oh, sometimes it's not a matter of doing it once. It's a matter of learning each time it gets done. Uncle Tony was showing us how to hammer nails in, and he told us not to hammer like a girl, because like a girl's usually like you know, just like a really gentle. He's like, just whack that thing and then just use as many or as few strokes as you can. So I always try to remember that when I'm driving a nail.
So we moved books, pews. We finally ended up burning the pews. The books were next.
A book burning.
He's even did tear.
Super cold all the time. Like before there was a roof or anything, like we'd be bundled up trying to be warming up next to the fire, but the smoke would keep getting in our faces. It was quite an adventure.
Yeah, really.
What's your memory, Chad?
There it is. That's some stuff hanging off.
Long time. Here, let me look at it. Let me look down.
It's been a long time.
And he took Eli, Hannah, I guess whoever was there, I'm sure Chad and Lori were there, he had you guys balance on one end of it while he was trying to rotate it into place.
Oh, I remember.
It was over the open basement.
I wouldn't do it.
And it was so scary.
He wanted me to do it, and I said,
I was terrified, but that's what we were helping him get that beam into place, and the Lord protected him, and it got in place. So that's my memory. Yes, sir.
I got a memory.
Look at Mary.
Thanks, Mary.
No memory.
Oh, I can look at memory? Or Mary. I remember when the roof had this interesting little sort of thing in it, and I thought, that's not that big of a deal. I know how much work you put into putting all those rafters up there as a one-man sort of activity, but I didn't realize just how precarious that was. It did last through a lot of windstorms, snowstorms, whatever else, but obviously the efforts of Don and the rest of the folks helping him put on not only the roof, but the rest of the building up above, the basement area, has been a great improvement over the original roof.
has so many memories. It's been a big part of our lives for the past 10 years. Of course, the key verse that goes through our minds when we think of the chapel is, upon this rock I will build my church. That's what Jesus said. And we know physically and spiritually that is what the chapel is built on, a solid rock. And even that's why the basement is happened to have a step up, because it was a big boulder built on a solid rock. But spiritually as well, Mom and Dad put into each of us God's Word, and as a firm foundation to know that is our purpose in life, and to share that with us. I was about 10 or 11 years old, so the process of this building has been going on for over half my lifetime. And so it was an interesting way to grow up, because almost every vacation we've had is my family has spent driving to Missouri to work, and kids really wouldn't call that much of a vacation. And but really the chapel became like a pretty special place for our family, because it was our big baby project, and we all worked at it, even down, even I started working there since I was 10 years old, and just one, it made my abilities of working in construction pretty nice, but two, it just really developed I don't know, a sense of companionship in our family that you couldn't get through any other. Yeah, we all are, told we need to do this project, and some of us didn't want to do these projects, and we just had to learn to work together well. And but really, when it's all said and done, like, this chapel is our chapel. It's not just Carl and Dorothy's chapel, which they were the masterminds, no doubt there. None of us all wanted to start this thing, but it's definitely, we all own it now. And something that, even though sometimes when I think back and remember some memories of building it, and I was up all night or just working too hard and spend my whole week there working, and I didn't feel like we didn't get anything done. In the end, it's something that I'm proud of.